Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Omar from BuyMeAnIPhone.com. Today, guys, I have another review lined up for you. Now, this is a special product that was sent to me from SoundID, and it is the SoundID 510 Bluetooth headset. And this is a really cool earpiece, guys. This headset actually works in conjunction with an iPhone app that you can get from the App Store. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the close-up camera, show you the app, show you the headset, and basically tell you guys what I think about this product, okay? Let's go ahead and switch over to the close-up camera and do that now. Alright guys, so here we go. Here are all the pieces and accessories that are included with the SoundID 510. Now let me go ahead and start off by saying this, guys. Many of you probably aren't too familiar with SoundID. Most people know the other bigger headset companies like Jabra or Plantronics, Motorola, those other companies. But I have been really blown away by this headset here. It's probably my favorite headset to date that I've actually reviewed, and I've reviewed quite a few of them. So let's go ahead and talk about what it comes with here. First off, we have this is our charging. It's a USB charging and a charging and upgrade cable. So one of the features that I'm going to talk about here is that this headset is actually you can actually upgrade the firmware on here, so you can add additional features. And there's no feature that was just added that's on there now. I'll discuss that in a second. Also included is some extra ear tips here. So let me show you these. It actually comes with, there's like a foam pad one right there that you can add to this. These are the Real Comfort ear loops, and so it actually has a hook right here. Wasn't too into the hook, so I didn't use that one. So we have a larger tip, and then we also have a really large tip, and then I have the medium one right now on mine. So as you can see, I really like these tips. One of the big things, my biggest pet peeves I have with headsets when it comes to Bluetooth headsets, is that the tips are usually pretty cheap. They're usually silicone, and they don't really do a really good job of staying in your ear. But I love the design that they have for these tips. As you can see, it has this big rubber piece right here, and it's kind of like hard silicone. It's not soft. It's not sticky. It's real firm. And basically, when you insert it into your ear, you stick it in your ear and you rotate it into place, and this kind of fills in your ear canal, and it stays in place really well, really good. So I love the tips that this comes with. Didn't use the ear hook. I didn't use the little pads right here, so let's put these away. Alright, so we got those. Then we have our USB charger right here, real familiar. This looks real similar to the Apple one. Nice, small, compact, really easy to keep inside your laptop bag, your backpack, whatever it is. And so like I said, the cable right here, and our instruction manual, and then we have our earpiece, and this earpiece is actually inside a little carrying case. So it's like kind of like a soft silicone-ish plastic, whatever. Put it in your pocket, whatever, or your shirt pocket, and you can keep that in there, keep it protected while it's being used. And so here is the earpiece. Really smooth looking, guys. Very lightweight. Only weighs about 0.28 ounces. Very small. Nice like a piano gloss finish there. So you can see, you can switch it from left to right, and it snaps into place. So there you have the back there where you actually insert the USB. So that's what you use to charge it up, plus to upgrade it with the firmware. And they just released an upgrade, actually just recently, that upgrades it to use A2DP, which is stereo Bluetooth. So if you want to listen to your music from your iPod, Pandora, whatever, on your iPhone onto this headset, it'll stream it to this headset, and you can listen to your music. Which some of you guys may say, why would I want to listen to music in one ear? That just doesn't make any sense. But I'll tell you what, guys, if you're in a situation where you need to be paying attention to what's going on around you, or say you're at work or whatever, but you still want to be able to listen to music just to pass the time, well, this is like the perfect solution for that. You don't have two earpieces in your ear, you only have one. You can still hear what's going on, but you can still listen to your music. So one thing to keep in mind on that. So let's go ahead and let me just show you the different buttons that are on here. So on the top here we have, this is the actual on and off switch, and it's just a little click switch right there. I love the fact that there's a switch. I don't know why, but I can't stand having to hold the main button down for a couple seconds to get it to turn off. This is just simple, straight and easy. I hop in my car, I put the earpiece in my ear, I flip the switch, and it's on, and it's ready to go. I don't have to wait there and hold it for 5 seconds or whatever for it to click on. It's already kicked on and ready to go. So we have our one button press there, and this is our multifunction button. Use that to hang up phone calls, answer phone calls, double tap will redial a phone number, and then like I showed you guys, the USB on the back here. So on the top here, guys, there's actually 3 microphones that are built into here, okay? And so this has 3 times noise navigation with wind protection. So basically, there's 3 microphones in here that eliminate background noise, and it does a really good job of that. The sound quality in this thing is outstanding. The other really cool feature, and something you guys may be asking, like, where are these buttons? But there's no volume buttons. So where the volume, there's no other buttons on here except this. This is the one button and the switch. There is actually a touch sensitive panel right here. So when you're on a phone call, I have this problem a lot with other earpieces that have tiny little volume buttons. You hit the wrong button, you're moving around, you're trying to feel for those tiny little buttons. This has no buttons for volume. All you do is scroll up to raise up the volume and stroke your finger down to lower the volume. That's all you have to do in order to raise and lower the volume. There's no buttons at all. Really cool feature, works really well, and it's super simple to use. You just put your finger on it, move it up, raise the volume, lower the volume, really simple. So these extras are available in white and in black as well. So I showed you guys all the extras that came with it, and I talked about the firmware upgrades. So let's talk about some of the features of the actual earpiece here. So this has 5 hours of talk time, and it also has 7-day standby time, and I can attest to this because it sits in my car, and I barely ever charge it. And matter of fact, I think it's almost out of battery power now. But I've had it in my car for about 5 days, and it's still running strong. And I've only charged it, 5 days ago. So really good. It also features multi-point, which is where you can pair it up with 2 Bluetooth phones. So if you happen to use 2 phones, or if like my wife wants to use it, she already has it paired with her phone. It'll already connect to it automatically. Some of the earpieces you have to like pair it with your device if you pair it with another device, but this will actually go pair with 2 devices. Okay, so guys, like I mentioned on the onset, this is the first, according to the website, this is the first Bluetooth headset that works in conjunction with an application. So you can download a free app. It's called EarPrint the EarPrint app, and you can get this at iTunes, the App Store. And so I want to give you guys a little demo of it. Okay, so let me switch over to the phone, and I'll show you some of the features that come with the application. Okay guys, so here we have the application here, EarPrint. As you can see, I've switched on my earpiece, so you can see the green little color there, so that it is on right now. So let's launch the application. So it says device is connected. So now it realizes that my earpiece is on. So here we're greeted with a few tool options right here. If you see on the bottom, we have personal, level, tools, and battery. Let me go ahead and show you some of the options we have here. So first thing is in-call status indicator. That's basically letting you know that whenever you're on a phone call, this light will flash green. If you don't like that, you can turn it off and it'll stop doing that. And the next thing we have here is noise reduction demo. And whenever you are using the noise cancellation feature, it's always going to be on, so you don't have to switch it back off or anything. Then we have environmental mode. Now environmental mode is interesting. This is something that boosts the listening power between calls by letting sound to pass through the headset as if you weren't wearing it. And it sounds kind of weird, but it works really well. So like a really awesome feature that I haven't had too much time to play with is Find My Headset. Now this is really awesome. I've never seen this with any of the headset before. So if you actually press this button, let's say I lose my earpiece. I'm looking in my car, I can't find it, it fell on the floor in my office, whatever. I can't find it. I have my iPhone app right here. Keep in mind, the phone has to be on. You have to have your Bluetooth on. But if you do this, warning, loud beeping sounds are about to emit from your headset. Are you sure you want to engage the Find Me mode? Click OK. It's slowly starting to beep. So there you go. So if your earpiece is lost, you can't find it, you press that button and it starts to emit the noise so you can go track it down and find your earpiece. And it is really loud. I mean, I'm not sure if it shows up really well on camera, but when this thing is, I actually had it in my ear when I first played with that, and it like blares. So that's a really cool feature. I love that. The other thing they offer here too is level. So it just shows you the decibels, just something kind of fun to play with, not really anything that's too useful for most people. And here's the other thing that's really interesting. It's called personal. So when you turn this on, this is actually something you can use to personalize the output of the quality of the sound. And let me just read this here. Move the ID icon across the screen to enhance the incoming sound quality. Stop when you like what you hear, and the setting is automatically saved. So I'm going to go ahead and dial their test phone number here. So I'm going to let it connect using the earpiece. Okay, so now I'm on the phone call. While I'm on the phone call, I go back to my home screen, back to the app, and now I can drag. And you can see like a fingerprint in there. So as you drag, the sound quality slightly changes just a little bit. I mean, when I played with this, I didn't notice too big of a too significant of a change in sound quality. But you can kind of tell that there's something going on there when you're moving it around. I really didn't play around with this too much, but it is a nice little interesting feature that they add there for you. So once you get one that you like, if it's it sounds good while it's over here, while you're listening to the phone call or talking to the person, just let it go, and that's it. You don't have to mess with it anymore. So I'm gonna hang up the phone. There we go. So let's go back to the app, and the last feature that's really useful and very helpful is battery. So if you need to check the battery, they go 20%. Like I said, guys, my battery is pretty low. So it'll actually show you the full battery life, and it also tells you the EarPrint application version is 1.31. Earpiece firmware version is 3.0. So if you want to go to the website, you can go to the SoundID website, and it'll tell you the latest version of the firmware. And if you need to get the new firmware, you plug it into the USB, plug it into the computer, and it's good to go. It updates it for you. So, guys, this is a really interesting headset. I've really enjoyed using it. This one retails for $129.99. So $130 for a really good earpiece. With included, you can get the app for free, so that works in conjunction with the earpiece. And you know, guys, I have to say, I've tested other earpieces before that companies have sent me, and I've never actually been swayed to like continue to use the earpiece. I've enjoyed using it. I like testing it. It had really cool features. But this is probably the first time that I'm actually going to consider keeping this and using it as my main earpiece. I'm sorry for those of you that may have thought I was going to give this away. I'm not going to give this away just yet, although it's been sticking in my ear, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, I currently use a Plantronics, I believe it's a 655 earpiece. I've been using that earpiece for probably almost 3 years, just because it's such a solid earpiece and I love it so much. And I've tested other earpieces before, and like I said, no other earpieces ever made me even consider switching over. But to be honest with you guys, I'm thinking this is my main earpiece now. I like this earpiece that much that I'm going to continue using this as my main go-to earpiece. So you guys know how many things I play with and how many toys I tinker with. That's saying a lot when I'm saying I'm going to keep using this. So that's usually not the situation. Usually I give away everything that I review on the website. But I'm going to be a little selfish on this one, guys. I'm going to keep this for myself. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully this review is helpful for you. And hopefully I covered all my bases and gave you all the details, so it'll kind of give you a general idea of how good an earpiece this is. This is definitely going to be rated a 10 out of 10 on BuyMeAnIPhone.com, and definitely deserves our Editor's Choice Award. No question in my mind. So guys, like I said, you can purchase this for $129.99. You can go to SoundID.com. I'll provide the links below the video here if you are interested in checking it out and purchasing one for yourself. It comes in white and black and with a slew of accessories. And that is going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next video.